Miro the rabbit was a creature of habit. Every morning, he'd wake up in his burrow, nibble on the same patch of clover, and then hop to Farmer Joe's carrot patch for his favorite snack. Farmer Joe, a kind old man with a twinkle in his eye, knew Miro well and never chased him away. One day, a strange, enticing aroma wafted past Miro's twitching nose. It wasn't the usual earthy scent of carrots, but something sweeter, fruitier. He followed the trail, his whiskers twitching with curiosity, until he reached a clearing bathed in sunlight. In the middle grew a magnificent plant unlike anything he'd ever seen. It had large, glossy leaves and plump, red globes hanging from its sturdy stems. "What in the burrow is that?" Miro squeaked, his nose wiggling with excitement. A tiny voice answered, "That, my friend, is a strawberry." Miro looked down to see a ladybug perched on a nearby leaf. "A strawberry?" he repeated, tilting his head. "Can I eat it?" The ladybug giggled. "Of course. That's what strawberries are for." Taking a deep breath, Miro nibbled on a strawberry. The explosion of sweet, juicy flavor was unlike anything he'd ever tasted. It was a symphony of tartness and sweetness. A million times better than the familiar crunch of a carrot. From that day on, Miro was torn. He still loved Farmer Joe's carrots. After all, a rabbit's gotta have his carrots. But now he craved the juicy thrill of strawberries. But the strawberry patch was far from his burrow, and Miro was a little scared of venturing too far from home. One morning, he confided his dilemma to Farmer Joe as he munched on a carrot. Farmer Joe chuckled, his wrinkles deepening around his eyes. "Miro," he said, "the world is full of delicious things waiting to be discovered. Don't be afraid to explore, but always remember the way back home." Miro the rabbit felt a surge of courage. That evening, with a strawberry in his mind and Farmer Joe's words in his heart, he set off for the strawberry patch. He hopped over streams, dodged buzzing bumblebees, and navigated through tall grass, his heart thumping with a mix of fear and excitement. Finally, he reached the clearing. The sight of the red jewels hanging from the plants made him forget his fear. He feasted on strawberries until his belly was full and his whiskers were stained red. Then, with a happy sigh, he retraced his steps, the familiar path seeming shorter now that his heart was full of adventure. From then on, Miro became a rabbit of two worlds. He enjoyed the comfort of his familiar carrot patch, but he also embraced the thrill of discovering new tastes and landscapes. His adventures not only broadened his palate, but also filled his life with a sense of wonder. And whenever he saw a strawberry, he remembered Farmer Joe's words and the joy of taking a leap into the unknown.